Hey guys, Andy's here, back again with another charting analysis video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and of course I'm doing it when I have classes in 3 hours and I should be doing other things, but my ADHD Electric Angel period is here. So what do we have here? We have Hovarii's Electric Angel D22 full song, and I obviously want to talk about it because I like the song a lot, and it's also Will Stenson, and I have a few gripes with it, mostly just like very nitpicky things because I love the song and I think it can be expressed in other ways. So I just want to check it out. Best things to discuss about this though is it's D21 and it's inspired by 8/6 style. So you're gonna see a lot of gimmicks and styles based off of it. I try my best not to pause the video too often, but no promises. Yeah, as you can see with the slow gimmick, it's already starting off 8/6. A little bit. First verse doesn't really introduce too much. It's just the slowness and the general twists. With some jumps to emphasize the 0-1, which is good. First issue I had here a little bit, which is the just the general sight readability of these gimmicks is here. It suddenly accelerates speed here, and even though it follows the same beat, that's just one gripe I have. It's a little rough in that regard. It still follows the same beat. It's just a little hard to sight read. And then here, I understand it kind of repeats the same like sudden speed, but this time it's just kind of all at once. So you better be prepared for that. I don't really have any issues from that. You better be prepared for this gimmick too. It just appears right there. I've never been good at warps in like appearing notes gimmick, but I like how it's at least the first 2 blue notes that you hit, so you can at least hit them. But yeah, it's pretty fast, and it's a set to a normal constant speed here. I think a good old gradual speed would have been nice, because you don't know when to speed up this suddenly. You could have made it like if it was like 0.5, because that's how the scroll speed gimmick works. If it was like 0.5, I think a little gradual would have been nice. It's very quick. Another thing, I already watched this chart before. I think as a D21, you shouldn't have breaks here. This is a chorus, so in my opinion, you should just continue having another hold here or something like that, because it's a little, I can't really describe it. It feels a little empty, you know? It's supposed to be a run, so I think you should fully commit to the run. The run doesn't have to be difficult patterns. I think it should be straightforward, but it should still continue to run pattern. And I understand there's no lyrics, so you want to give the player a break. But runs technically don't follow the rhythm. It's a flow state. And when you're into quantum breeze, you should be constantly going. You see how I use that pun? Yeah, as I mentioned it. Again, I'm Electric Angel Sim. Yeah, it's still continuing general runs and then resolving with the half 4 style, which is very fine because it was introduced in the beginning of it. Yeah, it's fine. Middle 6 now. Again, kind of developing the idea. There was a hold on the left side for the yellow, and now it resolves with the right. Even though it's technically asymmetrical, it's fine. This part is always hard for me to read. Yeah, that part. I always... I don't know if it's intentional or if it's just a skill issue, but it's just a little hard, I guess. I love the crab walk here. Very good. When you're like kind of like in the glitchy sound effect area, it's very good to just suddenly... like a state of a panic, and just suddenly go to the right side. I like that a lot. Okay. Problem I have here though, you're in a state of panic. This weight shift, the crab, right? And then what do you see in your peripheral vision? You see a very wide twist. I think it should be simplified, because then it's back to slow. And unless you're not prepared for that, you're probably gonna rush that note. So I think this twist should be a little bit simpler. I didn't have any notes here. Yeah, this is the same idea as the first verse, so it's fine. I like that twist. Okay, nitpick here. All of them, but just nothing but a joke, right? You have blue, red, 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 blue, red. Dun, 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 dun. I already kind of wrote this down, but I think something like this would be a little bit better. This is just a mock-up, right? Dun, 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 nothing. Wait, all alone. I'm just nothing but I think more weight shifts would be nice, in my opinion, and just, this is the progression of Len's verse. In the beginning, there was the bracket. You see that bracket there? There should be a bracket there. So, eighth notes. Bum, bum, bracket. And then, I want you to move all the way to the left side, because the lyrics are nothing but a joke. And I can't describe it. I want to add the movement to the emotion of the lyrics as well. Nothing but a joke sounds like embarrassment, so I want to be on the far left side, kind of uncomfortable, and then like a staircase, something like that. This is okay. I don't really have any complaints. That's fine. I'm confused why there's no gimmick here. If you did it before, that's fine. That's actually more sight readable if anything. But then at that point, then this is a little questionable. Doesn't have to be, but then it's like one side has it, one side doesn't. So I think that could be a little bit brushed up. Again, my main concern or issue before was the verses not feeling like you're in that run states. If you don't want to have it in the first verse because you want to introduce it solely, that's fine. But I think here it's so similar to the verse where you don't really feel like the curve of the difficulty is kind of going exponentially up, where it feels kind of, it could be harder. That's what I'm basically saying. So if you want to have the two options, in my opinion, that would make this chart better. Make this full run, or make the second verse full run. Doesn't have to be hard patterns. Straightforward patterns are fine. Every part has like a little bit, it resolves with like either a twist or something like that in the middle, which is, it's nice. Alright, this is my biggest issue of the chart in my opinion. So, oh no, it's actually not yet. I guess you just have to memorize the gimmick. And I can't tell if it's because if you were to actually play this with feet, like the hit sounds would actually line up and make sense, but it just almost feel like it's offbeat, or I'm not sure what instrument it falls under, but I would have to play it myself. This is just first impressions. I understand why it's using middle four and like these diagonal patterns because they have established them before. However, it's just really, it's very hard to sight read. And if it's not trying to achieve that, that's fine, but just think it could be better ways of doing so. I understand there's a triple notes there. That's fine. Those jumps suddenly appearing again, it's very, I've watched this chart a few times already, and I feel that's the only reason I would be able to get it. I think this would be very cool if this was red. Right here should be a red note instead. Because then here, if you look at the rest of this measure, you're facing front. I think resolving it with some twists would be very nice. Middle four twists would be really spicy. And then it resolves with some twists. And then it would be good to have the break. Because this is a 21. And I think it'd just be better charting. Yeah, I'm fine with this part. Alright, this is the original part I wrote down on my sticky notes. Right here. I can't memorize this no matter what. It just feels awkward for me. And that's someone who's listened to Electric Angel hundreds of times, unironically. So, with this gimmick part here, I'm going to show it to you. What? Triple. So it's like a 3-3-3-4 kind of, right? It's a stream afterwards. What? Okay, another thing I wrote down here is that I really like this twist here, the down twist here. So you had the concept here, and then it kind of didn't really execute. You have like a simps. I think weight shift here would be really nice. Instead, it kind of just stays on the left to middle area. It should go across the entire pad. Crab walk maybe. It could be a crab walk. It could just be a little bit of weight movement. Middle six here is okay. Yeah, that's fine. All I need to survive is to be right by your side. It's the pulse through the night that sets my heart alight. There is nothing wrong with that pattern. Subjectively, in my opinion, though, for the consistent theming, we had a bracket right before the build-up, right before, if we include my suggestion here, I think here should be eighth note bracket. So what I mean by that is bum 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 bum. That's what I mean. Bum 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 well, with another bracket. You might say it's a little too intense, and that's fine, but I think it'd just be a better build-up method. It should be the warning to the final run, so it should be hard. I'm very happy. Okay, again, with the ending, it has the hold issue I had before. All right, after those 2 holds, you gotta run. And that's where I like the chart. Pulls through the night. You have a twist here. I really like that. Sets my heart alight. Again, it's kind of mirroring the twist, and I like that a lot. That's how I would envision it. This should be a middle 4 twist section. You swapped the areas where they should be. Pulse, emphasize, sets my heart alight. It's basically like every like 2 measures you should have like a little twist section. But then it kind of, again, stops the concept. Awesome weight shift. I love that. You can tell how much I'm emphasizing weight shift because I think in D20, 21, 22 and onwards, it's a very good way of expressing your chart. Quantum, breeze, and then you're going all around the pad. That's awesome. I love that. Again, I just think some parts of this could just be harder. Like, I think it could be a little bit more spiced up. All right, this ending is super hard. This is like a 22 ending. This is too hard. This is too hard in my opinion. It's good charting, but I just think it's a little too hard. You could, I think at the very end here, right here, right? You can have these type of brackets. At the very beginning though, I don't know about the very beginning. It should be simpler, much simpler brackets with less weight movement. And now here you can introduce the weight shifting. I think that's fine because then you're building up the whole bracket concept. But right at the beginning is a little too hard for supposedly a D20. Yeah, the whole thing shouldn't just be weight movement bracket. It should be at the ending half of it. And that's pretty much it. That part has a little speed up, but again, it follows the same like beat. So I guess I'll give it that. It's just a little hard to start read again. I don't know if that's on beat. It kind of doesn't seem like it, but at the same time, I can't tell if the notes I've had. Is it slightly faster? I have no idea. It could just be the gimmick or just the offset. But yeah, that was Electric Angel. I love this song. I nerded the hell out of this chart. But I guess a cute thing if you want, you can add a combo tick here to be because it is full song, and I know full songs like doing that stuff where it adds to a certain number. There's a heart here. I wonder if we can add a hard gimmick. I'm talking too much about this song. All right, cool chart.